to be out here. It's great. I needed it bad. I needed to get away. Here's some bugles. I mean, how do you look at this? Look how beautiful this is, man. Up in this like lighter colored stuff.
2 days ago was the last time I seen him. And he was right here in this burn, but he dropped down into the bottom.
There's two things we can do here. We could sit here and hope he shows himself, which I'm pretty sure I keep hearing him over there. Or we can hike down and around and try to get eyes down in there, see if it's him. I'm kind of thinking we do need to hike over there, because they're moving that way anyways. Where are they at? Who's that? No, sorry. This is more than a hunt for me. You know, I've been struggling lately with my mental health, depression and anxiety. I've really dealt with it for most of my life. But you know, retiring from the NFL and kind of losing purpose. You know, yeah, you'd look at me and say, this guy's got everything you could ever want, right? I've a beautiful family, healthy kids, a beautiful wife, all the opportunity in the world to go do what I want to do. But for some reason, I still wake up in the middle of the night with crazy anxiety attacks, or the middle of the day, I'll just be, you know, just doing something normal, and I'll be by myself, and next thing you know, I'm having like a nervous breakdown for no reason. You know, then you start getting angry at yourself for even thinking that way. So it's this cycle that continues, and I was dealing with some back-to-back days of waking up in the middle of the night, you know, 2 a.m., you know, then fall back asleep for a little bit, wake up again at 5. And then, you know, once I'm in my routine, I'm good. But it's really difficult for me to just function normally after football. Keep going, like this. Because I think what he's going to do is come down and try to come up to him. We're out in these flats now. We've got 2 or 3 bulls already in our vision, so that we've been able to see. And there's a real nice one right here. So try to really see what he is before we go make a move. And I don't know if it has something to do with the head injuries, or, you know, probably a lot to do with my childhood as well. And sometimes the normal practices that I use just don't work. You know, train, I work out, I talk about it to people, I do everything that you're supposed to be doing, and sometimes it just doesn't work. And sometimes the best kind of therapy is to get out here in the mountains and just be kind of with nature, no cell phones, no real distractions. You know, your only responsibility is to make sure that you pack enough water and enough food, and make sure you have fun while you're out here and you're working and you're grinding for a purpose. And there's a challenge every day that you wake up. You know, it's hard to get out of the cot, you know, because you're so sore from the day before. But something about that is peaceful to me and brings me some inner peace. So this is more than a hunt for me. It's not about killing an animal. It's about coming out here and just being with myself and being in the moment, being present, and not thinking about, the future and this and that, and what I wish I could be doing or what I should be doing. What I should be doing right now is just calling elk, hiking over there because that's where we heard an elk, hiking over here because we heard another one over there, coming up with a game plan. And
that is a giant bull. All right, so we got about 200 elk out here in the flat, and there's 3 good bulls. One in particular, he's like 365, 375 probably. He's massive. So the only play, because it's out in the open, is to go up and around and try to come at him from this way, get our wind right, and try to cut him off, cut the whole herd off. And then the hard part's going to be finding the right bull and not getting busted by the cows. But I feel like we can make it happen because he's moving around him a bunch. So we just got to be patient and play it right. Let's go get him killed now. Do you see the bull in front of him just staring at him? What's he doing? Scared. He's like, don't get up.
an elk camp to me is a lot like training camp. So, that's where the brotherhoods are created, and that's what I'm craving, is that that camaraderie and that team mentality, because I've had it for so long. And when it's gone, it's tough. And older veterans would tell me, veteran football players would come in and tell you that, like, the hardest part of leaving the game is leaving your boys and not being around your brothers every day in the locker room. And I used to be like, yeah, these guys get on my nerves sometimes, so I'd be like, whatever. I just, when you're young, you're just like, yeah, whatever, and you don't really even listen. But now that I'm in it, they were absolutely right. They were 1,000% right. The one thing I miss the most is the camaraderie of the locker room.
That makes me want to snap. Oh, you kidding me, dude? I need to go walk that off. I mean, like, limited draw tag area, and you think that you would not be dealing with other hunters. I've seen more hunters here than I have elk. Insane.
We were on 3 really good shooter bulls and about 200 cows. There's a cool looking bull like on 7 on one side and just a big club on the other with a drop tine. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. They were ripping and raking and screaming and chuckling. It was pretty cool. And we got in on them to about 180 yards. And they bedded down, and we were just going to wait them out until we could make a move because there were so many cows around. But apparently there's hunters around here that don't understand how to play the wind, that it's okay to just walk with the wind and walk right into them and blow them out of there. But now we got all this to play with, so I guess we're going to go over here and try to glass down in there and see if they couldn't have gone too far. They were ready to lay down, so we'll see what happens. We'll try to get after them again. We'll find them. Spirits are still high. They were pretty low there for a second, though. I was pretty pissed.
Still feels good to be out here, right?
It's still nice being out here. Weather's nice. We got a little cloud cover. Nice little breeze. That's all. That's all I got for you.
We're gonna go find some elk.
Now we're gonna go find an elk.
Of course, he walks out right when we get to the only open spot.
Everybody struggles, man, and nobody should be shamed or feel sorry for feeling the way they do, but you shouldn't feel sorry for yourself either, because that's where it starts. Once you start feeling sorry for yourself, that's when you start kind of rolling into that darkness. So just try to stay out of that and try to lift yourself out of it and lean on the people around you. I posted something on Instagram the other day to let people know that I was going to be out here and I was struggling with my mental health. And see, that's a good learning situation for us, because what we should have done there is when I saw them up there messing around, instead of getting all excited and pushing, because I had great wind, so I was like, I'll be good if they can't see me.
what we should have done was just hung out here for a minute and tried to pull him out of there, because it was just him with all those cows. So anything to get him curious to step out is what we should have done. So next time we know. Not every failure is a actual failure. You should learn something every time you fail. That's bow hunting, right?
You know, I was showing some vulnerability to people, and the amount of love and support that was shown towards me was just incredible. So, you know, I guess I do have that brotherhood, and I found it in the hunting community, and they've been so great to me. Just everybody reaching out to me from all over the place, you know, just to kind of let me know that I'm not alone and that they struggle too. And you know, a lot of people have reached out to me to let me know that I've helped them, and that they're going through the same kind of stuff. You know, they have the same kind of dark thoughts, and that it was nice to see somebody that actually does have everything you can imagine that you'd want in life, but you still struggle. So, you know, moral of the story is that, you know, sometimes you got to take time for you and do what's best for you and get yourself right so you can be right for your family. And that's what's most important to me, is my family. So I'm going to do everything I can to get myself back right and just keep on trucking.
Go kill bull elk.
Yeah. The goal now is to try to get on a big bull. It's just, man, it's tough hunting because it's a lot of deadfall and a lot of thick brush. You can't really see them. So, you know, you need some luck on your side. So luck and hard work, you know, should pay off.